Between 1986 and 2000, the prevalence of severe obesity quadrupled from 1 in 200 Americans to 1 in 50. Childhood obesity has been linked to diabetes, increased blood pressure, depression, anxiety, and poor academic performance, just to name a few. Conservative estimations project that obesity by the year 2030 will be 50% of America's population and will cost America $425 billion annually. Is there anyone doing anything to prevent such an epidemic? A local Minneapolis organization called YDS has taken an aggressive approach on such health issues. Recent results of the YDS program claims the reversal of a pre-diabetic diagnosis in 2 11-year-old participants in the 17-week program. They also found that each participant in the 17-week program decreased their body mass index by an average of 3.9%. Some YDS participants have even increased their cardio capacity by 156%.
Who am I? I am Melvin Anderson, former Gopher and Pittsburgh Steelers football player and the founder and executive director of YDS. And what I like to say is the head sucker in charge. The reason I say that is I've been voluntarily growing this organization the past 12 years. And what's motivated me to spend almost more than a decade of my life for other people's kids is the kids that go to college out of our organization and the calls they call back to me saying how they wouldn't be in a position to be in college if it wasn't for the YDS organization. And also the parents who are still engaged in our program years after their kids have went to college and moved on beyond our program. This is the reason why I have developed this program, how I've steadfast this organization over the past decade, just to make these impacts on people's lives and basically do what someone did for me a long time ago to position me to where I am in life and becoming a successful person that I am. What does YDS stand for? YDS is Youth Determined to Succeed. The name says it all. YDS is a comprehensive approach to enhancing youth and family lives to help kids become successful adults. At the end of the day, what we've learned in our programming is no matter how healthy a kid is, or leadership programs, or mentor programs, or tutoring programs, it's about the connect between those programs and how we help kids become successful adults. This is what our parents buy into and the kids buy into, and YDS has become a platform to help kids get into college, to become successful. Over the past decade, 90% of our participants that's graduated our YDS program has went on to college. 100% of our kids have graduated high school. Something we don't brag about because we think that all kids should graduate high school, but in a lot of terms, that is a great accomplishment at the same time. Our mission and goal is to inspire and equip youth and families to develop healthy, responsible lifestyles and to become successful community leaders. The key words in our mission is to equip youth and families with the necessary tools and programming to become successful adults, and just that, to become successful adults, to connect the dots between programming, opportunity, and living a quality life. The way we do this with our program, for example, is our 3-day-a-week program. We got kids and families involved in health and nutrition workshops. We have kids and families involved in fitness activities, in nutrition activities that engages the kids and parents in the workshops and at home. And at the same time, we do one-on-one counseling with families who might be struggling a little more than others that we assign nutritionists to each family that does the one-on-one counseling on our family days and things of that nature. So all this is our comprehensive approach to make change and eventually to take change into habit. Without habit, we never make sustainable change. We also look at the approach of impacting the community, a community at a time. And we do that through advocating at the different health fairs that we either host once or twice a year or that we also are part of. Like each year, we are part of the Medica Health Fair, which we're able to advocate the obesity mission and the YDS mission to a greater mass of people. Why was YDS created? For me, it was to do what others has done for me to help me to become a successful person. I think giving back to others is hereditary, kind of like my parents. They've been giving back forever, and I think it's just, I tell my kids, it's something that might be in our blood, in our hereditary, in our heritage, to give back to other people. Why was YDS created? To enhance kids' habits and eating habits, to become successful adults, to be able to compete in this very highly competitive world that they're inheriting. We need kids to get second level degrees. We need kids to go to college. We need kids to become successful. It's a very, very competitive world that they're evolving into. And through health and through nutrition and fitness, we're hoping to enhance their overall outlook on life so that they're able to want to achieve more. They want to go to college and be able to create a successful life for their families. YDS is also created to fill the gap for doctors who can only tell their patients what to do as far as eating right and working out, so on and so forth. But at the same time, they need a place to practice these healthy habits. YDS has become a vehicle, a platform for families to practice healthy habits, to practice nutrition, to practice fitness. It's become a platform for doctors to be able to prescribe to their families a place where they can receive these comprehensive programs all in one place. Why address childhood obesity? It's simple enough to say because it's an epidemic without a lot of sustainable solutions. It's about that kid who's diabetic, who goes to school every day, who hides his medicine, who has to take insulin shots, who has to take pills every day, and have to learn how to manage what they eat, how they eat, and at the same time try to concentrate on getting good grades to, set themselves up for a good future. It's also about the 70% of the population that's either overweight or obese. 70% of our population is either overweight or obese, costing the nation $270 a year currently on preventable diseases. These diseases are preventable. And then we also look at why obesity, with the numbers by 2030 predicted to be half the nation obese, and us spending $500 billion on preventable diseases by 2030. I think this is an issue that needs to be addressed. It's an epidemic that's not loud enough. It needs to be loud. We need to talk louder about the issue because it's really impacting not just families, but our economy. What makes YDS unique? One is that we are a health service organization with a programmatic approach, what makes learning about nutrition and fitness and health more fun. We're also a data-based organization that has the data and produces the data that shows change that we've made, not just to us, not just to our funders, but to our families. We want them to see where their child started and where their child ended. Also, what makes us unique is that we have a staff of pediatricians, of nutritionists, and very experienced health coach trainers that work with the kids, that develop relationships with the kids throughout the 12-week cycles. Also, we have a very comprehensive approach that has been far more effective than fragmented approaches that other organizations or other means are being done. Instead of having nutrition over here and fitness activities to another organization and one-on-one counseling with your doctor, we bring all that under one roof, under one platform as we call it. And what else makes YDS unique is, again, 100% of our kids have graduated high school. 90% of our kids are going on to attend college. This is our ultimate goal. How we can help youth become successful adults.